Merry morning and moon, my fabulous fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. It is Moonwind Fairy here to do your general read, July vibes, message, energy, and vibes reading. General reading for fire signs. And then at the end, I'll take another deck and pull individual cards for Aries, Leo, Sagittarius to kind of personalize the story. All right, let's see what we got going on for... Jumped out. Four of Swords. Swords represent our thoughts and our intellect. This is extreme self-care. So, you might be recuperating from something. And again, swords indicate our thoughts. So you could be having a lot of maybe some anxiety, things like that. So let's see what this is all about. Let's see what your vibe is for. A time of deep rest, transmutation of shadow, healing from burnout, taking a brief holiday from your reality, renewal, self-love. That's our vibe. It can also mean not recognizing the dangers of burnout, a need to spend time recovering, dedicating your energy to self-care. The mantra of this card is, I give myself permission to slow down and heal. So yeah, self-love. Yeah, so it feels like there's a need, and I love this card. It's like resting in her nest with her heart. So yeah, let's see. Self-love. Let's see what energies are around you or coming towards you. Wow. Almost the same as water signs. It feels so far I did water signs, and it's like, yeah, they're kind of similar. Temperance. There's a need to modify aspects of your life. It could be behaviors, lifestyle, habits, because you're doing something excessively, not to the point of bad, but you need to modify it. Temperance. You got Four of Wands. Wands represent our what we're passionate about, our fun, our energy, our enthusiasm, and our careers. So this is celebrating life with family and friends. So you're probably going to be doing a lot of that. And there is Knight of Cups. Cups represent our relationships, emotions, and feelings. So you could be, you know, there's a lot of romance, you know, kind of like the Romeo type stuff. Now, if you're single, this could always mean doing that for yourself. Self-love, you know, like take yourself out to dinner, buy yourself flowers. What's that song? I'm not going to sing because that would horrify you. So, yeah, so that makes sense. So, but if there is a person in your life, maybe to spice things up, make things a little bit more romantic. I don't know. Let's see what's going on. What's emerging, transforming, and healing. Dang, we're getting all the same ones. All major arcana is the same as water signs. So what's happening with you is, in this month, is going to be very big. You got the Hierophant, which is emerging. And this is interesting because he is a lesson, but he's more like a traditional lesson. It's more like the self-love, going back to, you know, times where you were doing things, celebrating life with family and friends, Sunday dinners, stuff like that. It's kind of like part of your self-love is to be getting back to that. This is self-help. You could be doing it's organizations. You could be like joining some kind of spiritual group, church, something like that, to get back to that kind of traditional thing. I don't know. What's transforming is the Empress. So there could be a pregnancy, something to do with fertility. But what she is fertile new beginnings. So if you are in a relationship, this could really blossom into something. If you are starting a business, it's going to do very well. whatever's happening in your life is going to be very fertile, very productive. What's healing is the High Priestess. So you really kind of went on some kind of spiritual experience. Probably a lot of secrets somewhere. And I think, you know, these thoughts, the self-love, the reason, the need for healing, I think comes from secrets. And also the High Priestess is very much into intuition. So far what I see is self-love is your vibe. You need to modify stuff in your life. You're probably your behaviors, maybe your lifestyle, something. There's going to be celebrating life with family and friends. There's Knight of Cups. If you're single, then take yourself out to dinner. Buy yourself flowers. Treat yourself as you would want to be treated. Okay? But if you're in a relationship, then by all means, really kind of pour the romance in. What's emerging is the Hierophant, which is a lesson. It's tradition. It's kind of like getting back to like your roots. And it's interesting because you got the High Priestess in here. She's all woo-woo. And right in the middle, you have the Empress. So it's kind of like you're needing to combine both worlds. Like the traditional, you know, dinners at grandma's, da-da-da-da. With that more spiritual woo-woo, you know, drum circles. Not that those are bad, but what I'm saying is I think the self-love is finding the right blend for you because there's fertile new beginnings. All right, let's see what is solution, outcome, and future. I'm so glad I live on the coast because it's like 65 degrees here. Oh, Lordy. Fire signs, I'm telling you. Well, this is why you got to do the self-love thing, because Two of Swords, you've got a really difficult choice and a lot of inner conflict. So this is like, you know the answer. You know what you need to do. You know what choice you need to make, but you're just failing to look at it. My cats. We got little foxes on the deck. So again, you got a difficult choice. You don't want to look to see what the answer is. Again, swords are our thoughts and our intellect. So maybe you're thinking too much, you're overthinking it, but the outcome is this charmer. This is dishonesty. This is, it's like stealing something. It's loss. It's a negative. He's not nice. I call him smarmy. So that's interesting because maybe you've been hurt, or maybe, you know, somewhere along, maybe you have to make a decision about whether or not to be honest about something. I don't know. The future, though, is the King of Swords. And he's not warm and fuzzy, but he's an authoritarian. He also makes wise decisions, and he's also very clear at communication. So what I kind of think is happening, this self-love that you're needing to do has a lot with finding balance, but I think it's like the old world and the new world combining to create a fertile new beginning. But you got some difficult choices to make that cause some inner conflict. There's probably been some deception around you. Somebody may have stolen something. But ultimately, the future is you're going to make wise choices for the future. So in other words, yeah, self-love. So, you know, when we're betrayed or when we feel like somebody has stolen from us or betrayed us, you know, makes us feel bad. All right, let's see what is final outcome or what needs to change. Something's got to end so something better can be born. Huge transformation needs to happen. So your vibe is self-love. I really see kind of like tradition world and new woo-woo world kind of needing to combine. You've got a difficult choice because you've been lied to before or betrayed, but you need to make wise choices for the future, and you need to communicate what you need. All right, let's see what we got going for Aries. Four of Wands. You're going to be partying, celebrating life with family and friends. That was also in there. Leo. Dang, Leo. Nine of Swords. So something's really worrying you. You've got some sleepless nights. It's unnecessary worry, but there's a lot of swords. So if there's someone around you, because this is a kind of smarmy, this is not a personality you want to be around. Questionable personality. I think that's what's got you worried, but you'll figure it out. Sagittarius. The Fool. You need to take some risks and follow your bliss. Off on a mighty big adventure. So you're going to be just something like that. So that's what I got for you, fire signs. Self-love. I think along the way, there's been the difficult choice, I think, is maybe forgiving somebody, maybe yourself, self-love, for dishonesty or just not being a really cool person. But that's what I got for you. So, did I do I didn't. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9. Oh, yeah, I did. Never mind. Thanks for hanging out with me. You have a blessed and beautiful July. And I'll talk to you soon. Blessings and love.